Good morning, this is Rich Nelson with Allendale. We have a special update for you. Today's date is April 9th of 2019. Today is, of course, the monthly supply and demand updates from USDA. Now, today's numbers only included changes to old crop stocks. USDA will start incorporating the new crop numbers on the May supply-demand report. Now, as far as today's numbers, as far as corn stocks, they were raised from 1.835 billion bushels to 2.035 billion bushels, just a little over the average trade guess of 1991. So a little higher numbers as far as stocks, as USDA did cut feed use, exports, as well as corn for ethanol. Allendale certainly agreed with all these numbers, as our estimates were 2.055 billion. So higher stocks as far as corn, but generally only slightly higher than the average trade guess. Over on soybean, stocks were lowered from 900 million bushels to now 895. Minor changes made to imports and residual. There are no changes on the big numbers of exports or crush. As far as wheat on the domestic side here, they were raised from 1.055 billion bushels to now 1.087 billion bushels. So higher stocks there, and that was generally a little over the average trade guess, in this case of about 1.072. On the wheat side, feed use as well as exports were lowered moderately. As far as changes on the world side of things here, we do have to point out USDA did make a little higher numbers, a little higher aggressive change to stocks on the corn side than expected, going from 308.5 million tons last year to now 314.0. As far as numbers to point out, no changes made to the Argentine corn crop at 55 million tons, but they did raise the numbers, they did lower the Brazilian soybean crop from 96 million tons to now 94.5. Over on the soybean end of things here, as far as USDA's changes, they actually didn't move too much on the world numbers, going from 107.2 million tons last month, now 107.4. As far as numbers there on the soybean crop for Argentina, that was raised from last month's 46 to now 47 million tons. The Brazilian soybean crop was actually raised a little bit, surprisingly, going from 116.5 to now 117. Over on the wheat numbers, we did see numbers increase a little higher than the trade guess, going from 270.5 million tons to now 275.6. So bottom line for today's discussion, higher numbers as far as the corn and wheat side than the trade was looking for. However, given this push to new lows here seen on the price side before this report, some people might question whether this market already had these numbers priced in. Keep in mind, as far as the next few weeks, we'll be discussing more of a new crop influence in this market and maybe some changing prices. Any questions about this report or marketing or trading in this environment, give Allendale a call, 1-800-262-7538.